Historically, this history is 15 years old. The supply side of the crowd community, of the crowd platform, has and the organizers of those platforms have emerged from people that were already in these communities. So, for example, Threadless as a t-shirt company, they were already designers, they were part of the designer community, and then they started to create this platform. Same thing with Tongal and what they've been doing in the advertising world. But also we know in the ways in which Top Coder was established, or the ways in which Incentive was established, is if there are pockets of community folks already outside, or Local Motors was organized, if you can identify engineers, if you can identify computer science folks, if you can identify mechanical design folks, they go to certain schools, they participate in certain activities professionally. If there are pockets of these people that are identifiable, then an outsider who wants to create a crowd platform can then strategically go in and stimulate participation.
How do you find the quality, and then how do you keep good people participating? So how to keep good people participating is keep bringing them great projects to work on. That's the first part. And then we're kind of focused on creating, we've got a virtual workforce, but we're trying to give them what you would get out of a traditional workforce, right? So we have this thing called seasons. And it's really easy to layer performance dynamics and leaderboards on top of this. But what we did is we created this thing. It's called Seasons, and every project has a certain amount of points attached to it beyond the money or the prizes or whatever that is. So every prize pool, so let's say you're Lego and you're paying out $50,000, you have to contribute another 10% of that into the community bonus pool, which is the Seasons pool. So as you accumulate points, you earn, at the end of the season, you earn a bonus. So we have people who make $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 bonuses just for performance over time. So that's how we keep the best talent coming back, because they're incentivized to do good work across different projects. So the best people will continue to participate there because it's worth more than just the prize amount.
My lesson, my experience from working with crowds has been that as long as somebody finds it meaningful, the work will get done, and that we need to find the fit and the match between the person that has a meaningful problem and then enabling them to get it solved. But the meaning making is fairly heterogeneous.
One of the big pieces of value that we offer the community for them to engage is getting access to real world data sets to work on with good, interesting questions that are framed around them is difficult. And so being able to offer them in a place where they can click and go through and look at the description and see that that's there, for us has gone a long way to getting actually pretty quick engagement from the community in that respect.
So the question about what does the crowd care about and what are the right problems to go after is actually a very interesting question. We've been very fortunate to have problems from NASA or from the medical school, tough computational problems from the Harvard Medical School be posted and lots of people want to participate. The thing that I've learned is that there's so much, the preferences for work are so heterogeneous, and there's so many things that people care about that almost anything that you put out there will in fact be solved.